Narcissism is a complex psychological phenomenon that manifests in various forms and degrees, impacting both the individual experiencing it and those around them. To comprehend narcissism fully, it's essential to delve into its defining characteristics, its psychological underpinnings, and its far-reaching effects on personal relationships and society dynamics. Narcissism stems from Narcissus, a figure in Greek mythology who fell in love with his own reflection. In psychological terms, narcissism refers to a personality trait or disorder characterized by an exaggerated sense of self-importance, a profound need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. This inflated self-view often masks deep-seated insecurities and vulnerabilities, driving individuals to seek external validation relentlessly. There are several types of narcissism, each characterized by distinct traits and behaviors. Here are some of the most commonly recognized types. Grandiose narcissism. This type of narcissism is characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance and superiority. Individuals with grandiose narcissism often exhibit arrogance, a need for admiration, and a sense of entitlement. They may exaggerate their achievements, seek constant validation, and believe they are special or unique. Vulnerable narcissism. Vulnerable narcissism is marked by underlying feelings of insecurity, inadequacy, and hypersensitivity to criticism. Individuals with this type of narcissism may present themselves as modest or self-effacing while harboring deep-seated insecurities. They may be overly reactive to perceived slights, prone to self-pity, and have difficulty handling criticism or rejection. Malignant narcissism. Malignant narcissism combines traits of narcissistic personality disorder and antisocial behavior, paranoia, and a lack of empathy. Individuals with malignant narcissism may be manipulative, deceitful, and willing to exploit others for personal gain. They may exhibit a callous disregard for the feelings or well-being of others and engage in vindictive or aggressive behavior. Covert narcissism. Covert narcissism is characterized by a more subtle and hidden expression of narcissistic traits. Individuals with covert narcissism may present themselves as shy, modest, or self-sacrificing while harboring feelings of superiority and entitlement. They may seek admiration and validation through passive-aggressive or manipulative means, such as playing the victim or using guilt to manipulate others. Communal narcissism. Communal narcissism involves deriving narcissistic gratification from helping others or being perceived as altruistic. Individuals with communal narcissism may engage in acts of charity or volunteerism to boost their self-esteem and gain admiration from others. They may prioritize their image as a selfless caregiver or altruistic individual while seeking validation and admiration from their perceived goodness. Collective narcissism. Collective narcissism involves an inflated sense of superiority and entitlement based on group identity, such as nationality, religion, or ethnicity. Individuals or groups with collective narcissism may believe their group is superior to others and deserves special recognition or privileges. They may exhibit ethnocentric attitudes, hostility towards outgroups, and a sense of victimization or persecution. Understanding the various types of narcissism can help individuals recognize and navigate narcissistic dynamics in personal relationships, professional settings, and societal context. It's important to approach these individuals with empathy and understanding, while also setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing one's own well-being. Let's talk about psychological mechanisms. Self-enhancement. Narcissists employ various strategies to bolster their inflated self-image, such as engaging in self-promotion, seeking admiration, and dismissing or devaluing others' accomplishments. Emotional regulation. Behind the facade of confidence lies a fragile ego that struggles to regulate emotions and tolerate criticism. Consequently, narcissists may resort to defensive mechanisms like denial, rationalization, or projection to protect their fragile self-concept. Lack of empathy. Empathy, the ability to understand and share others' feelings, is notably absent in narcissistic individuals. Their preoccupation with their own needs and desires often precludes genuine empathy for others, leading to interpersonal difficulties and strained relationships. And what's the impact on relationships? Intimate partnerships. In romantic relationships, narcissistic partners may exhibit controlling behaviors, manipulation, and emotional abuse, undermining their partner's self-esteem and autonomy. Family dynamics. Narcissistic parents may prioritize their own needs over their children's well-being, leading to emotional neglect, invalidation, or even exploitation. Social interactions. In social settings, narcissists may monopolize conversations, seeking constant validation and exploiting others for personal gain, often at the expense of genuine connection and reciprocity. Understanding narcissism requires a nuanced appreciation of its multifaceted nature, encompassing both overt displays of grandiosity and subtle manifestations of vulnerability. By unraveling the complexities of narcissistic behavior, we empower ourselves to recognize the red flags, set healthy boundaries, and cultivate authentic, fulfilling relationships grounded in mutual respect and empathy. Identifying narcissistic behavior involves recognizing patterns of thought, emotion, and action that reflect an exaggerated sense of self-importance, a lack of empathy, and a relentless pursuit of admiration. By understanding these key indicators, individuals can better navigate interpersonal relationships and safeguard their emotional well-being. Grandiosity. Exaggerated self-importance. Narcissists often display an inflated sense of self-worth, viewing themselves as superior to others in intellect, talent, or status. Need for admiration. They constantly seek validation and admiration from others to bolster their fragile self-esteem, often resorting to self-promotion and boasting about their achievements. Sense of entitlement. Narcissists believe they are entitled to special treatment, privileges, and recognition without putting in the necessary effort or reciprocating kindness. Lack of empathy. Disregard for others' feelings. Narcissists struggle to empathize with others' emotions, viewing them as secondary to their own needs and desires. Manipulative behavior. They may exploit others for personal gain, using charm, flattery, or manipulation to achieve their goals without regard for the other consequences. Lack of accountability. Narcissists rarely take responsibility for their actions or acknowledge their impact on others, shifting blame onto others or minimalizing their role in conflicts. Boundary violations. Invasion of personal space. Narcissists may disregard others' boundaries, invading personal space or prying into private matters without consent. Emotional manipulation. They use tactics like gaslighting, guilt-tripping, or playing the victim to control others' emotions and behavior, undermining their sense of self-worth and autonomy. Exploitive relationships. Narcissists often exploit others for personal gain, whether it's in romantic relationships, friendships, or professional settings, prioritizing their own needs over the well-being of others. Fragile self-esteem. Hypersensitivity to criticism. Narcissists react defensively to criticism or perceived slights, often lashing out or becoming hostile in response to feedback that challenges their self-image. Fear of rejection. Beneath the facade of confidence lies a deep-seated fear of rejection and abandonment, driving narcissists to seek constant validation and approval from others. Mood swings. Despite their outward bravado, narcissists may experience fluctuations in mood and self-esteem, oscillating between grandiosity and insecurity depending on external validation. Lack of genuine connection. Superficial relationships. Narcissists may form shallow, transactional relationships based on what others can offer them rather than genuine emotional connection or mutual respect. Emotional intimacy avoidance. They struggle to form deep, meaningful connections with others, fearing vulnerability and intimacy that may challenge their sense of control or superiority. Difficulty maintaining relationships. Over time, narcissistic behavior can strain relationships, as others grow wary of their self-centeredness, manipulation, and lack of empathy. Recognizing these common signs of narcissistic behavior empowers individuals to set healthy boundaries, assert their needs, and cultivate relationships built on mutual respect and authenticity. By acknowledging the red flags and patterns associated with narcissism, individuals can navigate interpersonal dynamics more effectively, fostering genuine connections and emotional well-being. Spotting narcissistic behaviors requires a keen awareness of subtle cues and patterns that reflect an individual's inflated sense of self-importance, lack of empathy, and manipulative tendencies. Whether in personal relationships, professional settings, or social interactions, recognizing these red flags empowers individuals to navigate narcissistic dynamics effectively and protect their emotional well-being. Personal relationships. Manipulative tactics. Narcissists often employ manipulation tactics such as gaslighting, guilt-tripping, or love bombing to control and exploit their partners emotionally. Lack of empathy. Pay attention to how they respond to your emotions and needs. Narcissists may dismiss or invalidate your feelings, showing little empathy or concern for your well-being. Boundary violations. Watch for signs of boundary violations, such as invading personal space, disregarding your privacy, or pressuring you to disclose personal information against your will. Workplace dynamics. Taking credit for others' work. Narcissists may exaggerate their contributions or take credit for others' achievements to boast their own status and reputation. Manipulative leadership. In positions of authority, narcissists may use their power to intimidate, control, or manipulate subordinates, prioritizing their own agenda over the well-being of their team. Lack of collaboration. Narcissistic individuals may struggle to collaborate effectively with colleagues, prioritizing their own interests and ego over teamwork and cooperation. Social interactions. Conversation dominance. Notice if someone consistently dominates conversations, steering topics back to themselves and seeking attention and validation from others. Lack of genuine interest. Narcissists may show superficial interests in others, using social interactions as opportunities to boast about their achievements or seek admiration rather than fostering genuine connections. Disregard for others' boundaries. Watch for signs of boundary violations, such as invading personal space, disregarding social cues, or pressuring others to comply with their demands. Online behavior. Social media validation. Pay attention to excessive use of social media for self-promotion and validation, such as posting frequent selfies or seeking likes and comments to boost our self-esteem. Online bullying. Narcissists may engage in online bullying or trolling behavior, using anonymity as a shield to attack and demean others to bolster their own sense of superiority. Creating drama. Watch for patterns of stirring up drama or seeking attention online through provocative or controversial posts, often at the expense of others' well-being. By spotting these telltale signs of narcissistic behavior, individuals can protect themselves from manipulation, set healthy boundaries, and cultivate relationships based on mutual respect and authenticity. Trust your instincts and prioritize your emotional well-being when navigating interactions with potentially narcissistic individuals. If you're still watching this video, write the word self-care in the comments section down below to let me know you've listened this far. Navigating relationships with narcissistic individuals can be challenging and emotionally draining, but there are effective strategies to protect yourself, set boundaries, and maintain your well-being. By implementing these strategies, you can assert your needs, minimize manipulation, and cultivate healthier interactions with narcissistic individuals. Set clear boundaries. Define your limits. Clearly establish your boundaries and communicate them assertively to the narcissistic individual, outlining what behaviors are and aren't acceptable. Stick to your boundaries. Consistently enforce your boundaries and refuse to tolerate manipulative or disrespectful behavior, even in the face of resistance or guilt tripping. Practice self-care. Prioritize self-care activities that replenish your energy and strengthen your emotional resilience, such as mindfulness, exercise, and spending time with supportive friends and family. Limit contact. Evaluate the relationship. Assess the nature of your relationship with the narcissistic individual and consider whether reducing or limiting contact is necessary for your well-being. Set boundaries on interaction. Establish boundaries around when and how you interact with the narcissistic individual, minimizing exposure to their manipulative tactics and emotional toxicity. Seek support. Lean on trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals for support and guidance as you navigate the challenges of dealing with a narcissistic individual. Maintain perspective. Recognize their behavior patterns. Understand that narcissistic behavior is a reflection of the individual's insecurities and psychological makeup, rather than a reflection of your worth or value. Avoid taking things personally. Reframe negative interactions with the narcissistic individual as a reflection of their own issues rather than a commentary on your worth or abilities. Focus on your growth. Redirect your energy towards personal growth, self-improvement, and pursuing goals that bring you fulfillment and happiness independent of external validation. Practice assertiveness. Stand your ground. Assert your needs, preferences, and boundaries confidently and assertively, refusing to be manipulated or coerced into compromising your values or well-being. Use I statements. Communicate your thoughts and feelings using I statements to express yourself assertively while avoiding blame or criticism towards the narcissistic individual. Be firm but calm. Maintain a calm and composed demeanor when asserting yourself with a narcissistic individual, avoiding escalation or engaging in power struggles. Seek professional help. Consider therapy. If dealing with a narcissistic individual is significantly impacting your mental health and well-being, consider seeking therapy to process your experiences, learn coping strategies, and gain perspective on the dynamics of the relationship. Educate yourself. Educate yourself about narcissism and its effects on relationships through books, articles, or therapy to gain insights and strategies for managing interactions with narcissistic individuals. By implementing these strategies, you can protect yourself from manipulation, maintain your emotional well-being, and navigate relationships with narcissistic individuals more effectively. Remember to prioritize self-care, set boundaries, and seek support when needed as you navigate the complexities of dealing with narcissistic behavior. Navigating the complexities of dealing with narcissistic behavior requires courage, resilience, and a commitment to prioritizing your emotional well-being. By understanding the defining characteristics of narcissism and spotting its red flags, you've empowered yourself to navigate relationships with greater awareness and discernment. Whether in personal relationships, professional settings, or social interactions, you now possess the tools to assert your needs, protect your boundaries, and cultivate healthier connections grounded in mutual respect and authenticity. Remember that dealing with narcissistic behavior can be emotionally taxing, and it's essential to prioritize self-care and seek support when needed. Lean on trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals for guidance and encouragement as you navigate the challenges of dealing with narcissistic individuals. Ultimately, by staying true to yourself, maintaining healthy boundaries, and focusing on your personal growth and well-being, you can rise above the turmoil of narcissistic dynamics and foster fulfilling relationships built on genuine connection and mutual respect. Thank you for joining. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on personal development and mental health. May you continue to navigate life's complexities with courage, compassion, and resilience. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember that you are worthy of love, respect, and hippies. Become you.